Do you fish? No. You know, people who don't fish think that fishing is lazy or boring, but it is the complete opposite. There are 100 little decisions to be made, variables to be considered, and you're never quite sure what made the difference. Did I cast too high, too far to the left? Did I reel it in too slow or too fast? Is the lure too shiny or too dull? Do I stay here or should I go over there? And you know it's not luck, but you do not know by how much. Because I am never disappointed out here, because I don't expect anything, because anything is possible. I can be hopeful out here, even in failure. Because I know if I just go out there around that tree, it might be different. Something might be different. Something I do might make a difference.
Oh. Just gonna send it.
Fluorocarbon I will use, but I have an extremely sensitive rod.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
On my property, you didn't win in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your hosts, Thomas Ahrens and Jared Mounts. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
Alrighty, guys, we have come to the main hors d'oeuvre, the main thing, the delectable, if you will, from our live coverage of Icast, and that is the best in show. And so, without further ado, just hop right into it here. We're going to be here with Jenny and Jared as they take us through.
Hey guys, you got me in there?
Yep, we are
You hear
good
me,
to
Thomas?
go.
We're good to go. All right. So here is the new product showcase.
Hey guys, Jared with Jake's Bait and Tackle and Fishing the DMV. We're again here at Icast 2023. Inside the building, one of the big features here at Icast every year, the new product showcase. So all the different manufacturers, there's probably 20, 25 different categories, saltwater, freshwater, from baits, lures, watercraft, accessories, all these different things. So manufacturers can enter these into this room, and then they are voted on by the participants, and then they declare the winners. They did that last night, and then today they also voted on the best of show. And so what we're going to do today, we're going to go through and just kind of show all products that were entered. We're not going to spend a lot of time like talking about each one, but you can at least, you'll get to see it. If you like it, you can do your own research on it. Obviously the winners, you're going to see a lot of information out about that. We'll spend a little bit more time on that, but we're just going to kind of peruse it, walk down through, because what works for one may not work for somebody else, but at least give you a chance to see all the different new products that are coming out this year into next year. So let's come on inside and see what we got.
Yeah, and sometimes we see some of these guys that didn't win, but they're still amazing products, and because it's a tough race sometimes.
This is the first year I've seen a big boat put in this, Jenny. Here you're seeing, now look at the sticker price on this thing, $106,000 here.
Look at that sparkle.
An Icon.
Oh man.
Get Thomas to float us a check. We can buy this bad boy.
It's pretty sweet.
DMV on the back.
Oh, and look at those depth finders up there. That's pretty sweet. Big old motor, 250.
Different boats and watercrafts here. These have become very popular for the recreational person.
The inflatables.
I've seen them put coolers on there and fishing off of those.
So this is
different kayak brands.
This is a bona fide boat. They put it in. Let's see. That one's got a price tag of $1,300. And then Native has one. Pedal drive. How about $3,600 for that one? But these inflatables are really making they're pretty heavy duty. It's got like a little thing on there, but yeah. See, it's a little bit more affordable at $1,400. But all right, let's see.
This will start the saltwater portion of it. Saltwater hard lure category.
These are a lot of some big ones. Those big things.
We do have guys going to the ocean, guys and gals going to the ocean each year, whether you're surf fishing, fishing off the pier.
It's called a giant squid. It's crazy looking.
Little Castmaster spoons. A little bit bigger than what we carry, but
made by Acme, pretty cool. But again, some of this stuff, I don't see why it wouldn't cross over to your bass market. I mean, there's no reason you can show that to a bass and they would like it. So I know saltwater is not necessarily our #1 people. Oh, there's the Bounty Fish by Jackal. I guess I don't know if they knew with that or what, but. We actually talked to these guys the other day. They're very interesting. They're out of Australia, And this eel is the one thing that caught my eye. I mean, I thought it looked pretty cool. It's called catch fishing tackle. Bass Assassin, we've got some other. What the heck is that? They're fishing. It's a realistic flying fish. Oh, it's only $149 though, so that's affordable for everybody. More salt. All right, now, what did I say up there? Freshwater soft.
So a couple points here. Right here, Crush City, the Bronco bug. Jacob Wheeler was talking about that extensively in a short that we're going to do, explaining some of the baits he created, came out with. Excited to hear about the missile, Bomba. This thing's going to skip a mile. Under docks. Right here too, we need to look at this. This is going to be a great trailer for your swim jigs, chatterbaits.
And they could put that with that spinnerbait.
Yes, with the spinnerbait.
We showed on Tuesday.
Bill was
That thing's kind of
talking about that on Tuesday, so go back and watch Tuesday's reel on Fishing the DMV. See more about that. G-Rat, we saw those two on a short explanation on the G-Rat baits.
They're coming into the soft
standing
plastics.
up.
Yeah. Anything possible. Looks like Pradco has a plastic one too. The Bodacious. That would be what it is.
It is amazing when you listen to the Jacob Wheelers, pretty much any pro, and the manufacturers and the pros, when they create these baits, they make the baits, they're listening to customers, they're listening to the pros. It takes them almost years a lot of times to
Oh, did you see that one?
create
Now they
this
have a
bait.
fat Senko.
I thought this one was interesting here, soft-bodied, almost like a lipless bait. Could be very interesting.
Oh, there's G-Crack. They got some crazy looking stuff.
We heard about this one this morning, American Bait Works right here. The Zoo Pop, plastic topwater pop-R. Notice how the hooks are turned up, kind of like your frog hooks, so you're going to be able to throw that on the lily pads in the grass, not get hung up.
Looks like G-Crack also came out with a thing called the Bellows Shad. I need to get to talking to them. Thunderhawk has a new frog. You have to let me. I actually talked to the guys at Lunker Hunt. They came with like a more smaller, compact poppin' frog. We sell a lot of their pocket frog and their Lunker frog, I think is what's called, or whatever. They're live-looking things. So I thought that was kind of cool that they brought out.
This G-Crack caught my eye too. Notice they got the little paddle tail on it. A lot of people have been swimming them that way anyway. But now they got a little paddle tail on the back of it.
Oh, this is a Mr. Crappie thing.
Yeah, we had a good conversation with Mr. Crappie about his little crappie jigs here, bluegill jigs.
Look at that thing. I know they got a little
Small
blurry on
grubs.
you. Sorry about that. More mullets. I talked to them too because I know a lot of people like one of their jigs.
These little finesse minnows are very popular as well, little split tail.
Rather Outdoors. When you see Rather Outdoors, that's going to be probably a Strike King.
This is an interesting
braid.
frog too, a little different.
Oh, paddletail. There's that Megalojohn. I'm going to work on getting those ordered in. This is another one that I think everybody's going to really like. I know we had one like this not too long ago that people really liked, but it's Z-Man's Gobius. It's got the hook in there. It's going to be kind of rivaling them.
Those guys going up to Lake Erie, they're going to be looking for those for the Gobi.
Oh, and
Gobi
Roadrunner,
imitation.
I talked to them. They're partnering with a lot of like Bobby Garland and Yum, and they're taking their jig head and packaging them up with one of their baits. So it's a pretty slick idea. So we'll see about getting those.
I've asked Jenny to get these scope shad in by Yamamoto. And again, we talked today, that probably hasn't, it was on our live. We spoke to this. That looks like that's going to be a really good hot bait as well.
And a smaller crawl. Dirty Jigs Tackle, they're coming back big on the market too. I know people love them Dirty Jigs. More Marabou. Marabou's coming back, but we've had that for a while, so you can get our Marabou's straight from us. Look at that, the Bessie, Iowa. Oh, Lord, big swim baits. We're still in freshwater.
Freshwater hard baits, now hard lures
And
category.
there's another crappie jig from Mr. Crappie. Look at that little doodad. And guys, we've seen so much stuff. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Mike Iconelli came up with this. I talked to guys at Mullick's. I think they locked them all up. It's a spy bait with a metal blade bait in the middle. It's kind of like a blade bait with spy. It's kind of mixed together. It's pretty slick. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Different too. Buzz baits were a big thing this year. A lot of different styled buzz baits. New innovation of buzz baits. Here's one without the skirt.
That's the
Just for your
G-Buzz.
plastics, your frogs.
That was the one we talked about over there that's by Buckeye. More Mullick's.
And then this one right here too. Bill, again, day one.
I missed that comment. I don't know if somebody can post that back again.
Yeah, what's the comment?
You guys carry dirty jigs. Okay, so the thing about dirty jigs is, yes, I used to carry a lot of dirty jigs, but then there was like some distributor issues. I couldn't find them anymore. They took them away from all my distributors. I'm working on trying to find a way to get them back. So I'd like to.
Now, guys, again, day one footage of Icast on Tuesday. Go back and check that out, Fishing the DMV, and you're going to hear Bill talk about each of these spinnerbaits, trailers, and also his new buzz bait and how you can tweak that. You can adjust that to get different sounds.
Different sounds, yeah.
So go back and check that out on Fishing the DMV, day one footage on Tuesday at Icast.
Thomas said he'll be posting clip from day ones tomorrow. So you have Rapala, freshwater, that little Maverick. He looks kind of cool to me. I don't know why. I just think Rapala jerkbaits are very popular. Again, rather outdoors. I don't know what's on that package. They have so many brands. Pure Fishing, that's the Berkeley Dime. I know we talked to Scott Castleberry about that. The other day. So that's going to be in a short sometime. Heck, we got so much footage, guys. It's just crazy. Oh, look at the baby popper, the Bitsy Splash. So we have the two different sizes of the Splash popper, and now they have a little tiny baby one. That is so cute.
So, talking to Spro today too, a lot of people have been looking for that multiple jointed swim bait. So they have a new line out with that. Very
the Big Larry might be popular too.
Yes.
Again, Mullick's has one. I mean, you guys, everybody's coming out with this stuff, but those sashimis, they look really good.
Just go a quick scan
quick
around
little-
here, just quick apparel, and we'll.
So there is always apparel whatchamacallits,
Yes, sir.
categories as well. All right, so then we've got.
So far, based on everything we've seen, we're going to get to the winners here in a second, or about 5-10 minutes. So if you're watching, stick with us here. We're going to show you the winning
Sunline
categories.
came up with a really cool a line storage bag. We talked to our rep about that this morning. That seemed pretty cool.
Probably what Tom's question, what stuck out most to me this week too was the comeback of the buzz bait.
Yeah.
A lot of different top water options, but
These
the
are just a
buzz
lot of
bait
buckets and
got a lot of attention this year from a lot of different manufacturers, a lot of pros. I didn't see it here, but we got footage of it. There is a Whopper Plopper buzz bait, so it's a small plopper on the bottom, made by G-Rat. So look that up, G-Rat Plopper Buzz. I don't know if that's the correct terminology or not, but that was very interesting to me. We did have a customer bring that in.
You just want to buy.
And sure enough, they're out of California, I believe.
And I did get some footage of the Z Rattlesnaker too. I talked to Ryan over there at Z-Man. That seems like it's pretty cool.
This is a net that Thomas right here is going to need for the fish that he catches. This is my net, okay? Net for my fish that I catch. This is Thomas's net right here.
Oh,
I don't think we can miss one in that net.
Oh, that is definitely a musky net. So this is going to be some Daymaker landing net. It's kind of cool by Sims. And like we said, some of the stuff we won't be GoPro attached net. Yeah. There was one.
It is.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Did we see it? Oh, it's over there. It's over there.
Oh, it's
I knew
over
we
there.
passed it. Yeah, and like we said, some of this stuff we're not going to be able to carry. I mean, we're not vendors for some of these guys, and they don't do distributor.
And guys, if you want a question answered, message me, put it in the comment section. I'll make sure it gets relayed to them. I'm talking to them on the phone, and I'm also posting comments that they can see for everybody.
Catch cam net, GoPro. Looks like it's just the attachment. I don't think the GoPro comes with it. Yeah, it's just got the camera mount, but that's pretty cool. It's made by Catch Cam. Yeah. I'm always losing my brother. Now we got to the cutlery, hand pliers, or tools. Rapala. What is this? Punch out hook remover. Fun and fast and easy de-hooking. Interesting.
You're going to want to jump over here and come down the hook aisle.
So we got some turn any float into a loud rattle attraction. Anything new from Hobie Kayak? Haven't really gone over there yet. I think tomorrow is our. That's kind of cool. Some people have asked about that. Turn them float to rattles. I think tomorrow is our kayak day. I thought these was really cool too. Schmidt used them. We talked about them. They're Floatzilla. Kind of makes it float. So these are super soft to keep that tail up. These are all hooks. Everybody's going out with the Ned, and they're all doing that bigger front to help you with that sonar.
So this is interesting. Molex, wide gap, long neck, skirted hook. So a little Texas rig action here. You can put any of your worm, any type of Senko on that. Tie on here. That's a little different, a little interesting. I hadn't seen anything like that. I think they were telling us wasn't them, but Bill Dance was talking about
wanting a catfish circle weedless hook. So that's one question I have for you guys. Let us know if you think you need a cat weedless circle hook for your catfishing. Some people say you don't, but Bill Dance insists you do. So they made one for them.
So this is another one, Jenny, we talked about extensively this morning with the scope head, live scope type of head here. Going to give you probably a more horizontal drop to suspend in front of those. Well, it's going to lay the bait horizontal.
Oh,
is what
there
I mean.
you go.
It's
And
going to
it's
be a
gonna
vertical drop. We want to keep the bait horizontal for natural presentation based on this. Most of the time, you're going to get a drop like this if you're weighted heavy. So this is designed to keep that bait horizontal in the water column so that the fish, it's a natural presentation for them. So this is something I think we need to get in also. Scope head is what it's called.
And of course, Spro's got terminal tackle hooks. That thing's kind of cool.
Mr. Crappy spoke to this and how with this style head, if it hits off a brush, it'll just kick instead of kind of rolling over. It'll just kind of kick out.
He calls those the sausage heads. Oh, these are the ZWGs that I was talking about with Z-Man. They were pretty cool. So Ryan showed me these. They have a little bit of a better keeper on there, so you don't have to do the spring lock. And then they have this extra little thing to hold on to. All right. I'm going to walk down this aisle over here if you missed this. It's going to be, and Jared's going to show me what he wants when he yells over there. This is the line. Crappy line. These are pretty exciting. Funline came up with these tapered leaders, kind of like the fly fishing people, but it goes from 1 to 11. And that's going to be, I think, a pretty cool zero freight braid. Somebody's starting to sing. I'm not sure about that. All right, so we'll go over here.
Let's do jump over to tackle management.
Yeah, there's some ice fishing, novelties, and wellness. That's kind of stuff that's not really
They're
in our
continuing to talk.
wheelhouse.
They're continuing to talk about some really bad music in the background.
Yeah.
Continue to talk about tackle management, whether you're a boater or non-boater, is important as well. How you manage all your tackle, especially your bags, not just your hard baits, but your plastics.
I think these would be awesome if you're a surf fisherman. So you buy these little, it's like plastic, you put your tools in there and all that stuff. So if you're a surf fisherman and you take them into the beach, you're not going to get, you can rinse it out. It's sandy. So it's made by Frog Togs. I thought it was kind of cool. And then you can just put in your 3,700 or 3,600 totes in it. This is the new jerk bait box by Plano. So you can drop your jerk baits in there from the Edge series. Yeah, everybody's jumping in. Rapala's got a whole new line.
This was another one they showed us for kids, you know, or starters, somebody starting out. Their tackle box, a little bit different design. Be another short on that.
These are.
I don't know if we did a video on this or not, but
No, I don't think we did. We talked to the guys at Flambeau, and these are just CNC right now. These are like their demo boxes, kind of. They're going to look like the regular old hard side tackle box, but they have a lot new features. And they still have a good price point. Like they're not very much, like $19.
So there wasn't one over here too, Jenny.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some electric stuff. Oh, that was cool. Rod management system by Rush Creek.
This is one Carl was talking of, speaking of this morning. Carl was talking about this for our kayakers. I'm pretty sure the G-Box.
It's got spots for your tools on the side. Yeah. I mean, and then there's some cool stuff that no one around us probably would need, but I mean, put some stuff in there. I'm not really sure what they're putting in there. They look like really big things. But rod case. All right, yeah, and then so there's some
Boating accessories. Let's hit this over here, electronics.
Here's some more tackle management. That's cool. These Busby things are kind of cool. I'm a big fan of Busby.
This is something, guys. The technology just happens so fast each year. New stuff coming out. It's one reason why we don't carry these electronics at Jake's, because it just is ever changing. Within a year, it's outdated.
But if you get one that you want, remember you can just reach out to me and we can.
Good point. You can order it for them.
We can order it for them. Make your smartphone the brains of your boat. One boat network app. Mapping. Wireless software. Updates. Huh, that's kind of neat. Tumbler. I don't know why the tumblers are in electronics. It's got a speaker. Look at that. It's got a little speaker on the bottom of your cup. I don't know if I'd like that. Drive me crazy. Amped Outdoors. I actually talked to these guys because I know a lot of you Northern Virginia kayak group. You guys use these amp batteries. So I talked to these guys today. I got their information. Definitely, we might be able to bring a couple in, and I definitely was talking to them about being able to just drop ship, get a couple in stock if you needed something.
Another thing we were seeing, Jenny, and talking to these different manufacturers and suppliers, so many different brands are coming out with reels, as you're seeing here. Spro, Cast King, Denali has a reel now, Rather Outdoors, Baits. There's just, like, everybody's kind of getting in the game when it comes to rods and reels.
So these Baits guys, they're new. They do like some weird thing where they, I took a picture of it. They take the whole piece of metal and then they CNC it out, and it's kind of interesting, their process. So check them out. Again, they're not for the faint of heart as far as cost. Like that little guy right there is $375.
There's saltwater reels here.
Who wants that? About $4,200. Man. Sorry guys, I won't stock that.
Interesting story here. We heard yesterday the company being bought out and creation of this company here in its second year. I think you're going to really see that come onto the scene.
Smith, they're the makers of the sun cloud glasses that we have in stock. Very good materials. All right.
And we got some rods and reels, and we'll make our way over to the winners, winning categories, if you will.
Lose American Hero. I know I saw that they changed a lot of their colors again. Surf Beast. Zebco. Look at that, guys. The Poison Ultima Shimano thing.
I was impressed by the swim bait rod today, too. Carl was showing us that.
This pro has a...
We will tell you too, guys, some of this, and talking to them, the demand for some of these products are so great, they can't fill the orders across the country. So just got to be patient on some things. We can't get our hands on it. It's not available. They're making them as fast as they can, but demand is greater than what they can make them on some things. There's a spro rod we were talking about, reel and a spro rod.
Oh, here's the John Cruz Icon Big Bait Rod. Good news about that is we actually have that in store already. It's his made by Cashin. It's the 710, looks like medium heavy for those big swim baits, but you can already pick that up at Jake's.
All right, Jennifer, let's jump over here to the winning categories. So we can start out at the front and then work our way back. Your best of show over everything. American Tackle Company.
What it is a carbon handle.
Complete carbon handle.
So if you're trying to make your own stuff.
Redefining rod handles.
They actually got best in show, which blows my mind that a rod handle, a component, actually got best in show. But good for them.
This rod and reel combo. You got a Pure Fishing Abu Garcia.
The Zeta, that gray Zeta, looks so good. And I know we've sold the Zeta before. People do love it.
Saltwater rod.
That's an NRX Inshore by G. Loomis. These Anything Possible brands for proficiency. Best kids tackle.
Stratic FM. Smooth as butter.
That does not come as a shock that they got best freshwater reel with that thing.
It's hard to beat. It's a big old saltwater reel.
Oof.
So Jennifer, I thought we had a really good experience this year with St. Croix. Getty did a good job of going over things with us about the different rods. So Jenny's gonna be bringing these in. We'll be placing an order, I imagine, pretty soon. This Mojo bass rod, the handle is noteworthy, both for right and left-handed reeling.
It's the new Mojo bass.
And we're gonna get a whole variety of those in the different price points.
Yeah, we're gonna go down on this side. Best fishing accessory. Looks like Engel did a good job again. They have a lithium ion battery to rechargeable aerator. I have one right now that you can plug in by with a C port, so that's there. Mirror lure is still on the map. Best fishing line. Mastiff. Look at that thing. You can barely see it.
Little 4-pound test.
There it is. You can see it. Thing's huge. I actually heard about this cheeky fishing company. I think they're coming onto the market. I don't know if it's all an email or what, but
Z-Man Chatterbait Elite Evo.
Ryan didn't tell me about this.
Head to blade connection for quick start vibration. Maxed out hunting action.
It's got a, there we go. Guess I'll be getting some of them.
Add that to your bladed bait. Don't push
I need a
the
whole,
on
don't
button.
push
It
that.
starts
It's
spewing
spray-
water.
And I had a very hard
Jenny
time
can't
getting it
get
to
it
stop.
off.
Just turn on spray Jared. Little Busby box. I love these Busby box. They pop out. See? Cool. They pop out. You can reconfigure how you want. And we got the Nessie.
Nessie. I called it a Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Jenny corrected me. It's a Nessie. Soft glide bait. Again, you can go back and see some of the footage of this in the tank. I believe that was day 2. Has great action in the water. I believe those also come in different sizes.
Yes.
This is the 9. I think they have a smaller version.
I think they have a 5, 9, 7, and 9, I think.
Okay.
Or 6, 7, and 9, something
Retailing
like that.
at $12.99 for that bad boy right
It's gonna
there.
be a good price.
Best saltwater lure. These are very soft. And like Jenny was saying before, I think there's definitely a crossover between saltwater to fresh and fresh to saltwater. There's no reason why you could not throw that. Very soft components in the Z-Man category.
Yeah.
I'm very interested about this head right here, the VMC swinging Ned rig jig. I've not seen footage on this, but I'm interested in it. I think it's going to give it more swing, free swinging as you drag it along the bottom or swim it.
What does it say? There's a keeper on it?
Small little keeper right in here.
Yeah, there's a little floor line keeper in there. Bubba.
Again, we talked to them this morning about this scale. It has a lot of Bluetooth options with your phone. A lot that you can do with this scale.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And it matches, if you buy their culling system too, it'll work together. And
Rechargeable lithium battery for that.
that's the Pro Series. There's a one that's a step down from that that'll let you charge it with a C-port. Ice
That's
fishing.
ice fishing. This is a camera, Best Electronics. It's a lightweight camera.
It's only
Underwater.
$169.
World's smallest and lightest underwater fishing camera. Send it down there and see all those fish that I don't catch.
Blackfish gill. Get some Nessies and some dying cream. Yeah, so FYI on those Nessies, I will order them. I'm going to put them on order. I do not expect them until closer to the end of the year. Definitely, I'll put all that stuff on order. I'll get it going. But like I said, I'll put them on order, and then it's just going to be a crapshoot of when they'll be able to come in. I think Scott told us it'll probably be closer to September, if not even later.
Another trolling motor, and what strikes me first on this is just how small the head is. Power pole, Y motorized boating accessories, the Move
Oh, this is what I was telling
ZR.
you about.
The Move ZR trolling motor.
Yeah, power pole came up with one. So we got AFCO, hooded shirts, and looks like Old Town got the award for best boat. $6,000. There's a shallow water anchor mount. Got your rotor. This is their big water.
Pedal driven.
Pedal drive. It's pretty cool. Oh look, there's a big old fish in the net. Oh yeah, see there's some little information about the Nessie. Well, not anymore. Garmin. But yeah, so that's about it. What is this
This
thing?
is a best tackle management for pontoon boats. So, I was down at Smith Mountain recently. There's a lot of guys that are out there striper fishing on their pontoon boat, and even up at Lake Holiday, I'm seeing a lot of people out there on their pontoon boats fishing. And so, this is kind of a neat little feature that you could put on your pontoon boat to store store your tackle, your gear.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. This is a really neat idea. I wonder if Brown will let me put this on the boat. The bass boat.
How much is it?
So,
Yeah, it's about it's a hefty investment, but
$2,433.
looks like it'll last a while. Is these open? That's cool. It looks like they lock too, so that would be good. Some women apparel. And Costa One, Best Eyewear. They have this interesting little venting thing that you can take off on each side. You can have a regular sunglasses, or you can protect your sides there.
Perfect. Top. Good.
And I need everybody to give me donations so I can buy me one of these. I want one. Anyway, all right. So
we're gonna go next door. Thomas asked what our top 3 is. Jenny, what do you think? I mean, I do like this. I'm curious about this swinging Ned rig hook. I do like this soft lure here. I'm excited about this St. Croix rod. Again, I still say buzzbait. I think the buzzbait is all the different buzzbaits that were shown this year. That's one of my top 3 for sure.
There were so many.
And it's like you're hearing a lot of the anglers, or that's what they're still throwing that buzzbait, even with the whopper plopper and all these different things. I think the buzzbait is probably my number 1 takeaway from
I wanted
Icast
to
this year.
show this too. I saw this when we walked through here. We kind of skipped this section. But we talked to these guys the other day, and I thought this was so cool. And you guys can let me know if you think that you really think this would be fun. It's Create a Lure. So I think this would be great for kids and families. Even if we wanted to do like a paint night and come in and they even show you on the inside how to make colors with your paint. So it comes with everything you need, and you can paint your own bait. And the guy was saying his daughter made some and caught fish on it. So they're usable baits. It's not like you just have to paint it and leave it alone, but you paint it. And I thought they were pretty cool. I thought it'd be fun if we could do a paint night, family paint night. Everybody comes in. And
also, Thomas, a 3-inch scope shad by Gary Yamamoto. That's one I like. I like small baits, small profile baits. I think that's also. So the other thing too, with live scope, you can see where a lot of the manufacturers and a lot of the pro anglers are looking for things that are incorporated with that live scope technology. This is new added Icast fly shop this year. They've increased their footprint on this. Show these categories, and we'll slip right around the corner and see the actual fly shop they've set up. That is another market in the fishing industry. We have our die-hard fly rod fishermen that are fishing for stock trout, native trout up in the mountain streams. Then you have your hybrids that will fly fish for smallmouth in the river using a fly rod. Let's swing around. Go that way?
Yeah,
they let us out?
Yeah, it's right here.
But yeah, the fly rod, especially in the summer, guys. Summer months here on the Shenandoah River, water levels are low, and it's a great time to we see over here, Jenny.
These are the guys that hold it all together.
That's right.
They keep everybody going.
The fly casting pools over here.
Casting pools.
Walk through the fly shop here. And again, you have a lot of hybrid spin cast, fly rod, bait casts.
Okay.
Always recommend too, guys that are floating the river this time of year. It's harder with low river levels. The jet boat guys aren't running the river like they can in the spring with higher water levels. And so this is a great time of year. This month through August and September is a great time to put a kayak or canoe on the water, do a float trip, leave a vehicle to takeout point, put in the water upriver, float down. Allow yourselves enough time when you float to stop at the rapids, the riffles, pull your kayak off the water, have an old pair of tennis shoes on, and wade and spend 45 minutes to an hour in and around a good set of rapids to catch a lot of good smallmouth in that oxygenated water this time of year. And again, if you have experience with a fly rod, using bass bugs, top water.
Look at that. So Boomerang has
Yep.
the snip that we sell a great bit. Like, I
Yep.
didn't realize they have like retractable tethers. That is great. I'll have to look for those. We have these guys in stock at store, the hook keeper and line cutter. It's pretty cool. So you guys didn't sell anything? You guys, I have to go back and watch these later because I don't always take notes on this stuff.
Yep.
And I need to come back and
We're looking to carry different brands of fly rod.
tell Dad I should carry flip-flops because
What Dad tell you when he left?
he said,
Left?
for God's sakes, Jenny, stay away from the clothes.
No more
But
room,
they're
no room
so
for clothes.
cute.
Lures.
Maybe one day. Oh, and there's the Fluor combo. We love that one. It's a great seller. Yeah, so that was the fly shop that they started with this year.
Hi guys.
Pretty good.
How are you all? Doing well. How has this been for you guys? A lot of people come through? It's good.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
More vendors, yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah, I
expand
think
it.
we can
It's
definitely grow, yes.
a big market.
Yep. It's a great idea. Thank you all.
All right.
Yeah, we're over there. No, we're aqua traction. We do marine flooring. We don't sell a beer.
I want a beer, please.
Not giving away beer.
You want one? Here. No, you need to. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Thank you.
So Thomas, that completes the new product showcase and the new and improved fly shop. Let's see what we got here. Do a shot.
Do a shot. Anytime.
There's
No.
your shot right here. You got a big shot glass. They do have
See,
a happy hour
yeah,
starting
4 o'clock.
while you're hearing the music.
Yeah. Because we get out, it closes up at what, 5 or 6? I think they start closing up at 5, so we don't have much time.
Guys, fly casting is one of those things that can be very intimidating as you watch them strip line on their back cast. But I can tell you, and if you ever watch River Runs Through It, it's not fly fishing. Really, you just need to get the fly on the water, and they get these long back casts and shadow casting to get distance on it. But most of the streams we're fishing, especially trout streams, with all the trees overhanging, you don't need a long cast. A lot of times a roll cast will work, and even on the river, you don't need a really long cast. It's about getting the fly on the water and getting a good drift. But it really is not hard. If you're interested in learning, stop in and see us at Jake's. We can teach you probably in 15, 20 minutes. We can have you casting a fly rod. There's a little roll cast he's performing. It's fun. It's a different type of fishing, different style of fishing. Don't step out there.
I was going to say, I'm going to get whiplash. They put a net around them.
It's an art. Then you get into fly tying. Tying flies, get a vise, and again, not hard. Sometimes these things can be intimidating.
There's supposed to be a fly accessories place down there, so.
It can be intimidating, but it's like anything, especially now with YouTube. Get on YouTube. And again, we can hook you up with people that I've helped an old football coach, Coach Shepard. We tied
Show
some
that turtle
flies.
box real quick. So my husband was so impressed with the sound coming out of it too.
It
This
good
is
sound.
new. They haven't come out with it. They have this littler one right now. They're waterproof. They're pretty sweet. Over here.
Sims is another big fly fishing outdoor manufacturer. Clothes, waders, boots. What you see too, guys, when you're down someplace like this, you just see it is about a lifestyle. A lifestyle that we all enjoy in the outdoors.
These are the fly tying people.
I hear a lot of these guys too, a lot of these, even the pro anglers that also hunt, they bow hunt. They enjoy hunting in the off season. There's been a big push for the women in the industry as well. Go back and watch day one again, footage, Scylla.
Ooh, cheeky. Let's go look
Front
at them.
Royal.
Here's the fly tying people. So this is what we've been trying to
Okay,
find this
okay,
for
here
2
we
days
go.
now. We finally found it.
So guys, we're going to be about 10 to 20 more minutes, and then we're going to be closing up the live stream. If you have any questions, please put in the comment section down below. Please also give a big thumbs up if you're on Facebook or YouTube. It really helps us out in the algorithm. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to Fishing the DMV. It really helps me out. The bigger the channel gets, the more content I can get. We can start hiring employees and that whole shebang.
A 9 and a 9 to 12. Pretty competitive pricing.
Very cool.
For engineering behind it.
Again, guys,
Very
this
cool.
is an art
Congratulations.
like that. When you learn how to do this, don't be intimidated by all this stuff. We can teach you basics to get you tied. There's no wrong way
You
to
guys
do
have a
it.
catalog?
And it can be
Online.
very
Okay. Do you have a
rewarding.
card?
I've caught fish
Do you have
on
a
top
card,
water,
or-
on a bass, jerk bait on the river, and then going back and actually caught the same bass, 3-pounder
Thank you.
on
You
a
just
top
do
water
accessories
fly,
and
kind of like an elk hair caddis.
right, just
whole different
just
bite.
tools. Just
Whole
tools.
different fight, same fish, same water, but totally different. No, you're good. You're good. We're seeing some of these on the Shenandoah as well. Not quite that fancy, but they're the guys that are kind of getting down this time of year. A lot of the guides, Travis Edens.
I'll look at your stuff. That's interesting. I appreciate it. Yeah.
So you do the vices and the tools. And scissors, got it. Is there anybody in the show that does flies? Did anybody come down? Did you see anybody? Cool. Can I just grab one of these? Thanks. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You guys have vices in your shop?
How are
We
you,
do.
sir?
We
Yes,
just
sir,
like
Virginia.
Aptera, like just through
Y'all from
Waspy,
Indiana?
nothing fancy.
He's from Indiana.
Spartanburg. We have 2 factories.
Okay, good.
We're actually a scissor manufacturer.
Look!
We buy the vice.
So we have this kid. His name is, if you follow him on Instagram, it's Dead Drift Fishing, and he does fly tying. He's 13. The kid is unbelievable. Like he makes things. So he made a little mouse, and he's like, he's not quite right, and so he gave him to me. And I'm like, I called him Fred, and he like sits on my computer, but I was like, he's really great.
There are a lot of people that fish with that. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I know.
This is our new vice that we're coming out with this year. It's
Okay.
a traveler vice, full aluminum body, 2 Delron.
Travis is what you need, buddy. Cadillac.
01 jaws, so they'll hold. And we're hoping to hit a price point of $199.99.
Okay.
So.
Excellent. Yeah, because the bulk fly thing is hard to get.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, Kate, sorry, turn my mic off. The one in the frame?
Mm-hmm.
The patriotic. I love it. How much is the, somebody's asking about Minn Kota.
Kota Quest trolling motor. Go check it
guys.
out.
Thank you.
The Minn Kota Quest.
I'm always chasing it.
How much are we talking? I had a question on the live podcast. Is how much?
What model, shaft length, but.
What's our range?
We got 45, 52, 60 on the ultras.
Okay.
72 on a roll.
Okay.
Up to 70.
Thomas, which one specifically were you asking about again?
Waiting on a response. There it is.
45 inch. And you're saying the Ultrex?
There's a Quest, isn't it?
Or is there a Quest?
Quest is the
Quest.
new one.
Yeah, the new brushless Quest, 45 inch, 36 volt.
I don't have the exact number in my head.
Okay.
Are they out?
I'm gonna have memorized it.
No,
I
that's
think it'll
fine.
be around 4,500.
About 4,500.
That's with the MSI transducer.
Okay.
Okay, excellent.
Very good.
Thank you. Oh.
That's pretty good. Pretty neat feature. No, you're fine. We're just running a live stream here, and I had a question pop up, and people are watching, and they're
Don't
just.
quote me on that.
No, you're fine. I understand. Yeah.
I don't have the numbers.
No, they're expensive, but that's good.
Like, it's not something that would be able to go in our store.
So I'm doing sales.
You're fine. You're perfectly fine.
But that's why you really have to engage your community. That's going to be your best bet. The reason why we started up quicker than like 40 years ago had
How you doing? Come on in. We're doing a fundraiser for access.
So guys, finishing thoughts again on Icast 2023. As you see, we've given you a couple hours of footage, outside, inside, walking the show floor. It's a lot to see, a lot of products. It's a huge industry, a lot of competition within the industry.
I was up late last night.
And there's so many, Thomas talks all the time about it being tribal, you know, from a big bass boat we see here, to your kayaks, to your accessories on the kayak, to the rods, the reels, the baits, lures, the apparel, the glasses, and all the different species of fish that we're chasing, from trout to smallmouth to largemouth to crappie, inshore, offshore, freshwater, saltwater. It's just a huge, huge industry. But I can promise you too, it's something that from 6 to 86, we all enjoy it. And I think it's the relationships as well that we get with each other and the time spent on the water. At the end of the day, it's a lifestyle choice, something we all love doing, and just innovation too. I mean, innovation, they're always trying to create it better. Whether it be taking an old product, making it new, making adaptations, changing it up. Any closing thoughts?
No, it's just, I mean, it's been a good show. Like I said, I'm hoping to make some notes of who I got to hit tomorrow. Maybe check out some kayak guys. And we're definitely meeting with Yak Attack in the morning at 9 a.m. just to see what new they got come in.
I think we'll run live again tomorrow with Fishing the DMV a little bit in the morning.
Maybe just a little bit in the morning.
Is Jake's open on Saturday? Question, is Jake's open on Saturday?
Jake's is absolutely open on
10 to
Saturday.
5?
10 to 5 on Saturday. Yeah, so I just got to make notes of who I didn't get to see. I know I didn't get to see Denali this time. But most everybody, my whole backpack's full of catalogs. This whole thing's full of catalogs. I'm tired.
So guys, again, if overnight, if you're searching or exploring on the internet and you decide there's something else you want to see, we'll be here tomorrow morning till about noon, and so we can check them out tomorrow. Let Thomas know. Let us know. Fishing the DMV. Thanks again to Thomas back at headquarters making all this happen. Thank you, Thomas.
See you guys.
Signing out.
That was awesome. So guys, thank you so much for watching all day today. I think we had over like 1,000 people watching at one point. But you know what's crazy? We've had over 1,000 people watching today. And I think like over 55% of them are not subscribed to Fishing DMV. Come on, we are getting close to 3,000 subscribers here, really close. And it would be a fantastic gift for me if we could hit 3,000 subscribers before August 1. It would really help me out. And again, if there's something that you would like us to show you from this iCast tomorrow morning before they get on a plane and head back to just dreary old Virginia, please, 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 please drop a comment. Text me, smoke signals. Let me know what you want to see. What can I do to make your life better? Life is dreary right now. You have to have like a wife and kids and a job, and we can't go out and fish all the time. That's just depressing, right? So how can I cheer you up? And I feel like I can cheer you up by showing you the tackle and stuff that you want to buy with your hard-earned money. So drop a like, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time, tomorrow morning possibly, on Fishing the DMV. Bye.
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your hosts, Thomas Ahrens and Jared Mounts. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located